Okay. Wait. Wait, are you guys there?
No.
Oh, okay. So anyways, we need to find out who killed, who spilled Angie's red paint.
Can I just say, this body discovery is like amongst the most creepy ones.
Oh yeah, definitely. There was
Like,
a lot more happening.
The only one that the only one that comes to mind that like really had me like go what the fuck was probably just Chihiro's.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, because that one's just like a straight up crucifixion style.
Yeah. Oh, can I get this full screen? Oh. Okay, anyways. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
Like a Yu-Gi-Oh trap card.
What's wrong?
I mean, what?
Wait, is that a reference to something? I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm guessing.
What's that?
Is that like a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Or the name of one?
What? No, like a trap card from
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
okay.
It's just like a generic type card. It's not.
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here.
Yes, we've already wasted a week.
Yeah. Basically, wait, I have the... Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I had that.
Oh, hey, he's gone.
What?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he probably had to leave, and I'm guessing it was a mic issue.
You good?
Yeah,
you there?
I just had to get something. Alright. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Oh, we have to click again. Interesting. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration.
Can I be heard now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was probably a mic issue. As well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well.
And what do you make of the wound to her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
But
her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember.
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these two wounds?
Huh?
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 What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside and lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean?
But
I'm surprised you
Yes, it's the hair that gives it away, not the...
Yeah! Surprised
Yeah.
you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Goddamn.
Something about that just sounds really dark.
Do you want to
But I
die?
know-
You don't need to remind her of work, Shuichi.
Yeah. Huh? Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, joking. I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. It didn't sound like a joke though. Hey, let's look at these creepy dolls. The four effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
Okay, I just want to say, I feel like it's probably. I mean, we already kind of agreed that it's most likely Kyo, but I think another thing that kind of gives it away is that the way that the 4 statues are hung up, it's clearly like a what's it called? Like a ritual kind of thing. So yeah, obviously Kyo would be into that. So that also
And
kind of hints at-
honestly, okay, since we're all kind of in agreement, or I should say, Billy, you and I, because Edwin already knows what
Yeah.
fucking happens. There's also the matter of the katana that was in Kyo's lab.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the gold thing that is totally not from the first game.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten those ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of that manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
Oh, that was... yeah, well. By the way, why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? The Necronomicon, I forgot about this.
Read the Necronomicon.
Yeah, Angie picked up the Necronomicon. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if you look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. So take a look.
Just play Monster Reborn.
Yeah.
But that's banned.
Oh, contraire. I don't know if you've been keeping up with Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's actually not banned. It hasn't been banned in like 3 years. Anyway, continue.
I'm just reading through it. How much do you know about resurrection rituals?
Well, you'd be surprised.
Even a monkey, even a bear? It's a ritual. You want to talk to a dead loved one again? A simple ritual return to departed soul. Here's how. Praying in the effigy. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. You can make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. Sprinkle the deceased. Close your eyes. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. So that means please note that the ash for one use, the ritual. That's all you can see. Alright, anyways.
I like these illustrations.
Yeah.
Ghost Okuma.
Yeah. Why is his eye like freaking out? Like, what's it called?
That's probably a reference to an iconic horror manga that we Americans have no idea of.
Probably. It's like, shoot, what's his name?
So like 80% of all horror manga.
Are you thinking about Junji Ito? It's not
Junji Ito, yeah, I was just thinking like that.
No.
The Necronomicon.
I know who that is.
He makes some really messed up
Junji
stuff.
Junji Ito is like probably the most popular Japanese mangaka when it comes to horror.
Yeah.
He's done some pretty fucked up illustrations.
Like-
They're really good.
Like,
I love Junji Ito.
You could look up what's it called? You just like search up some of his illustrations. He made some
Yeah.
really weird stuff.
It's like
Okay, give me like 2
psychedelic.
seconds, I'll be right back. I need to see
It's like
this.
psychedelic
God.
and disturbing.
I probably
Psychedelic,
can
disturbing,
have
and
miserable,
gory.
But it
Yeah.
may not be worth it.
What?
Body deformation. A lot of weird body deformation. Like the one with the spiral eye. Incredible.
The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare. Oh wow, they read it.
Bring back the ghost. Talk to the
Okay,
dead or bring back the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn the After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Monoxide poisoning.
At least Monokuma was concerned about that, I guess. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait.
Necronomicon. Ash.
I looked up his name. I'm deleting my browser history.
Oh. Yeah.
I love Junji Ito. I love Junji Ito.
I think the most I've seen of it is like I've watched a video about it, about some of his stuff.
Yeah.
From some YouTuber I follow. You should feel a light tap on your back, so this means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. For some reason I thought it said it can only be done weekly.
It can only be done weekly. It has to go on break.
Yeah. It's difficult work bringing a soul back to life. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
This is stupid.
And she really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we're gonna rule anything out. The Necronomicon has been added to your truth bullets. Not a sentence I expected to read.
Have you guys ever seen the Evil Dead movies?
No.
Or
I've
Army of
seen
Darkness?
The first one, I think.
Shame, because to me, this chapter is hilarious because of that.
Oh.
Because the whole movie franchise revolves around the Necronomicon.
Oh.
So it's just kind of funny seeing this.
Okay.
And the main character's name was Ash, so that's why I was saying Ashes.
Oh.
It's funny.
It's also,
Funny to me.
yeah,
Oh.
I think it's just free reading. Alright, so let's back out. Wow, edgy Maki.
Hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. Yeah, we're gonna get this. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokishi picked the lock to open it. Oh, do we get that line again? Yes! There! Open sesame! So, he picked the cylinder lock open.
hey,
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
Would have been impossible from the outside. Monokubs took the key. Okay, here it is, but there is only one key, so don't lose it. Be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Oh yeah, he eats it, I forgot. Nom.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about this whole part
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, so
motor,
did-
because I'm like, what? When did this happen?
Yeah. He ate it.
then...
So Kokishi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open or close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from inside the room?
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
The student council made rules that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
You...
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But
But it's Datua's rule, and she say he punish us if we not follow his rules.
But
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. And she was also working here at night. Huh? She was?
But
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here.
Gonta, idiot.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw! But Gonta was...
Poor Gonta.
Yeah. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Tenko. Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually...
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
Oh.
Angie could have been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here, so Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Yeah, she kind of literally came up to Shuichi and Maki and asked, "Hey, can you kill Angie?" Alright, here's your character.
This busty brainy beauty has this all figured out.
Huh?
Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
Wait!
Hey, wait a goddammit. Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
Apparently so.
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
You're like, did you read it as wait a goddamn minute?
Yeah, I did. I did. Well, I was the first one to go this week.
Yep.
I was the first one to fuck up this week. All right.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
What?
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right?
They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured out with just one glance, these are diversions.
Could it be...
Diversions.
Listen up.
Yup. The culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
Sherlock Holmes.
I knew it.
You're a waste of time.
God, I love you.
Sherlock. God damn it.
Sherlock Holmes.
That's gonna go with one of my favorite butcherings of Sherlock Holmes' name, right next to Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. Maki turned and walked away. Can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Huh. The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something?
Is that... Wait.
She's basically saying it's that time of the month.
Yeah, I thought so. It was like... Those...
So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. Let's say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are.
Is she saying what I think she's saying? Judging by Shuichi's
Probably.
reaction, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah,
Hey!
probably.
Yep. Miyu tried to look up the wax
Yep.
figure skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that!
What?
What? I just wanted to see if the doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now?
Fucking virgin.
Was it the voice line?
Yeah. If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already.
It feels like it's been a while since we've heard her say that.
Calling Shuichi a virgin.
Yeah. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to me was a waste of time.
No, please. Talk to me more.
Continue. Please, continue.
Continue speaking.
Does she say anything else?
Fucking virgin.
Oh my god, she does. Do
Yeah.
you want to read it? Or...
No, that's the same thing. That's the same she already said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She said dot dot dot. Wait,
Every
MQ.
line of dialogue should be followed by Mew.
Oh, shoot. Door's a lamp back
this-
door.
Oh, you
Oh,
found
this
some-
is
you found
actually
something.
a thing to look at.
You actually found something.
Yeah. I was just trying to look at... I wanted to click on Kaede and see if he would say anything different now that she said that. But yeah. This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
Oh, wait. What's this? Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Is it the sword? Gold and shiny? Could it
Yes.
be?
Is that alright?
Aki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead. Do what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Still, it's strange that the front door and the back door have different locks. The front door that we came in has a cylinder lock, and the rear door over there has a sliding lock. By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this...
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocuts, so both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's
True.
right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Anyways, I still want to see. Nope. It would have been funny if he said, if he like just slightly
So they're
commented.
just gonna ignore the katana?
Oh wait, is there? Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't see that you could click on it. My bad. A katana.
Or ignore the katanas.
Yeah. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because.
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Okay.
I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab.
Gee, I wonder what that could mean.
Yeah. Is that so? Not to mention there's blood on it. We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty
Hey,
to...
finally killed someone.
Yeah. It is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But.
Why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Could it be.
Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a miss in using the katana. I haven't used a
Man, Maki just lost all my respect.
Imagine like a... I'm willing to bet, there's probably a... I feel like there's probably a Sekiro mod with Maki. I don't know why... I don't know why that came into my head, it just did.
I was just thinking about, Virgil from Devil May Cry, as I always do.
Of course.
Yes, truly the greatest anime swordsman.
Yeah.
Of course. Judgment cut. Continue.
Oh. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally. Just, oh. I didn't realize that was Shuichi, but oh well. How did they all know this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we don't need to see her, quote-unquote, die for a second time.
Like, hey, Shuichi, watch this. Slide in, slide out, slide in, slide out.
Listen to these fun noises. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way.
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? I think it's kind of obvious. A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
What are you talking about?
Then, what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well...
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
Okay.
The ultimate anthropologist lab? Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Ow, poked my eye. Alright. So I'm guessing... No, there's still something to look at. I mean, what else is there?
I guess just talk to Maki again?
Maybe. Wait, I think there was...
By the way...
Yeah, she's just saying the same thing that I said earlier. Talking about, Gokichi. Oh, I thought something popped up in between, but it's just Gonta, which we've already talked to. I'm guessing there's more stuff over by the body. Alright, look at the back door. I don't know, maybe they want us to look at all of them. Oh, pool of blood. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 AM time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but... The only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Jeez.
You just called Shuichi useless?
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? He's certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless.
Oh,
Dang.
oh, man, man.
Anyway, let's continue. Alright. I think we finished investigating everything for now.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we've found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry
You're
up.
right.
Ah, you're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist lab. Wait, that's not right.
Anthropologist.
Whoops. Well, this isn't the first typo we've seen. I still remember when it said, during, Rentaro's, like, body discovery, when it said, he had yet to reveal his talent to the rest us.
That's true.
Oh, shoot.
Actually, I believe him in the rest of the U.S.
In the rest of the U.S. We may find a clue related to the katana. That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way.
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
I like how she just notices now.
Yeah.
Like, hey, wait a second.
She's becoming the new Kyoko. Or Kaede, I guess. Well.
Damn, that's one way of looking at it.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Anyway, can we leave now? Okay. So now we need to find Kyo's room. I ran right into a dead end. Oh well.
So can we talk about the fact that now we live in a post Danganronpa decadence world?
Oh yeah, where I accidentally predicted it, which I'm still I'm still a little bit in shock from that.
Right?
Where just like 5 minutes before it happened. Alright. I should go to the still need to look. But
I was gonna say now you can play Danganronpa on the go, but then I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Is that something we really want to do?
Yes.
In a game where Miu exists?
Share the love of Miu.
Yeah.
That's how I see it as.
But I know I've seen a lot of people saying like they have a feeling that Danganronpa S, which is like that board game / RPG thing that's getting bundled in with it. A lot of people are saying like, what if it's actually like another like kind of like a killing game like this, but just like with all the characters, like Danganronpa Ultimate, I guess you could say. Which
Danganronpa Smash Bros.
Yeah. But I feel like it's unlikely, but that would be kind of crazy. Yes. If I remember,
the ultimate killing game.
yeah. I mean I feel like that's kind of what End of Hope's Peak was, but that didn't have all the characters. That just had some returning ones. Well, okay, I guess it had most of the survivors, except for like Toko and Byakuya.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that the new thing is probably just so you can see the characters in their swimsuits. I'm gonna just take a guess.
Yeah, that is possible.
I'm gonna take a guess.
I just wanted to appeal to the rabid Nagito fangirls. Because, boy, I've heard a lot about them.
Nagito has fangirls?
Oh,
Absolutely.
you have
Wait,
no
which one's
idea.
Nagito again?
Absolutely.
He's the guy from the second game with like white hair.
Oh, I don't know why I confused him with Naegi.
Oh, I mean they're both the ultimate lucky student, so.
Huh.
Plus, apparently his name is like what's the word? It's like the same it has like the same syllables as Makoto's name, but it's like mixed around. Not
Oh, okay.
Haha, it's
Like,
supposed
like an
to
anagram.
be. It's
Anagram.
supposed to be the thing.
thing.
Yeah, neato thing that you notice.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from.
It's supposed to be right in front of you, isn't it?
Oh, wrong one. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Oh, no. Okay. Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all.
No.
Not necessarily. Come on, Shuichi! Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. It's still very clearly, Kyo. I feel like. Unless they just, out of nowhere, just... then you're just, out of nowhere, it's like, it's Goncha! Nah, I don't think he would do that. Never mind. Anyways. Oh, what are you guys
I
doing
feel
here?
like if
Ew.
Gonzo were to kill someone, it'd be a poisonous bug.
Maybe. Or maybe it's like Kokichi, like, I mean, we've already seen Kokichi, like, kind of manipulate him a lot. I would not be surprised if he ends up, like, kind of tricking him into killing someone or something. Then again, is Kokichi... I mean, Kokichi's a jerk, but is he really, like, a murderer? Oh well. We'll see. We'll see. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway.
Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance?
Yeah.
Yep, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue and cage already, but I guess we need the sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need the stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a real research on this seance before I got the sheet. Study. So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and... I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Caged Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Caged Child seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Caged Child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would be red since it's a CG, but oh well. Yeah, Kyo's drawing is the same magic... Oh, Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly.
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone and on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put an iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. Dog god. Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. After the song, asked, "Is the Caged Child?" then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. That sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo's been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Oh, flashback. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of those copies, I have already memorized it. But I never imagined I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
Right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, so cause he can conduct the seance without it.
But
So why would he need it? Oh wait, don't they need the book for the thing? Oh right, he came here
Yeah.
for the thing. The sheet.
Yeah, Kokichi's just curious. Kyo didn't actually ask for it.
Was it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
huh?
Huh?
Well,
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. Seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. Whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle run. 1. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. Alright, I guess that's where we go.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to be a double kill?
I mean, it is chapter 3, would not be surprised.
That's true.
Hello.
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh, man.
What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? Oh, it's the face! Tenko, bruh!
Bruh. Tenko, bruh! You know what? Let's rewind that on the Jumbotron, and by that I mean I'm just gonna post it again on GameStop.
Oh, I think I still have it loaded, actually, on stream.
Listen up!
Oh, perfect.
Oh. Robots and seances don't mix. Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. I don't get that correlation, but...
Toothpaste and orange juice is a notoriously awful tasting combination.
Oh.
It is. I envy you, Billy. You do not know the pain of it.
Yeah, I don't really drink orange juice super often, so that's probably why. Anyways.
You know, I realize you should probably keep the Tenkobra around just in case anybody says something really, really dumb.
It's gonna be like our reaction image.
Just silence and just Tenkobra.
Then just, bruh. Wait, hang on. We should do it.
Technically, every single time one of us opens our filthy mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And in response to that, bruh. Alright, anyways.
You see.
I mean, I was thinking more when a character did it, but yeah, that'll work.
Alright. Let's do it for all of us. To be honest, I have the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Wait, did you say something?
Just poor Kibo.
Yeah. Fine, fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine. But I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What did I do?
So then...
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew the magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then...
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail...
How terrifying.
But it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful.
Don't perform a seance at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Not clickbait. I'm surprised.
Who wakes up at 3 a.m. and wants to do a seance?
Oh boy.
Oh boy! 3 a.m.
Oh
Angie,
boy.
oh boy, 3 a.m.
Yeah. Oh boy, 3 a.m. Alright, anyways. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here is the melody. Please don't make me sing. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics.
Okay.
Alright, I think I got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are, indeed, the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay! We finally get to see Angie!
So then...
For that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. I'll do it. Can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it! Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah?
Yeah?
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way, you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Tenko.
By the way...
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Why do I feel like they're setting up to kill her?
They definitely are.
I feel like they're setting up to kill her. Oh no. Wait, hang on. We're almost only 50 minutes in. Please, it's too early for this. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
Okay, venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes!
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes!
Alright, Himiko. I'll see you later! Will we?
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
I don't know why that made me laugh.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake! I have 5-star flexibility.
I'm surprised she didn't say anything about how...
So then...
No, never mind. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done, such as slitting Tenko's throat. Never mind.
Let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as to not disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right, everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The 4 of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Himiko's standing on the line. I feel like she kind of broke it. Whoops. Oh well.
So then...
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it!
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance.
Well then...
Hopefully. The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We each stood in a different corner.
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark, I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing.
At last, at long last.
Kyo led us all in the Caged Child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be 2 or just 1?
Alright, first of all, I just want to say that was kind of creepy. Second of all, if what I think happened...
Yeah, they did a very good job at making this sound pretty creepy.
Yeah. Second of all, you know what? I'm gonna wait until we see.
Will the guard dog
Are they just gonna ignore that?
far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at long last.
This song's kind of a bop.
Really?
Yeah, where can I get this on Spotify? Also, wait, did I get an achievement for that? Reach out and...
Right.
I was like, I saw like an achievement pop at the bottom of the screen, but I couldn't read it because the screen was blocking it. We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that? Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now if the medium answers.
Say.
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? What's going on?
Say.
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga?
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly.
Huh?
What? Is that okay?
Well.
Just for now. Confused, I walked around the wall back to the candle. Managed to strike a match and lit the candle once again. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there? Tenko.
I see, yes.
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit answers her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around. Oh, whatever. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh?
We can still see it. Yup.
Perhaps.
Something is amiss.
You don't say.
Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko! I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... fueled by desperation. Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... this confirms it. Give me your number because I called it!
Man!
It's supposed to be, someone better pick up that phone because I fucking called it.
Oh.
I understood that reference.
I know you get the reference.
Man!
Yeah. Like 2 weeks ago, I still remember like 2 weeks ago we were talking about how much we liked Tenko 2.
Right? Right, man! Well, once Decadence comes out,
we'll see her
again. You know. Yeah.
Anyways, ding dong dong ding.
Really?
Who would have thought that there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monofanny's green puke was predicting this tragedy.
Ah!
Oh, the puke's color's normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room.
Yep.
The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Oh.
Oh. Tenko? Seriously?
What is this? How did this happen?
How'd this happen?
Tenko. Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Got a minute?
Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening?
Rise and shine, Ursine!
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say.
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
Huh? If so...
What happens in the event that there are 2 murders by 2 people? What if there are 2 blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario?
Yeah?
What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't really know what to do. Really, I don't know.
Oof.
Aw, man, they're all disorganized. They can decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
Have you already forgotten? He's in no condition to help us.
3 weeks and he's still balding.
Yep. It's our fault that Daddy ended up like this.
Yeah?
Huh? It's all your fault, Monofan. Oh, it's all your fault, Monofanny?
Daddy!
Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap them back to normal.
Hey.
That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodam. Dang.
God damn.
Jeez.
Daddy!
Jeez.
Well, I feel like Monotaro's the next to die then. Oh well.
That wasn't very friendship of him.
Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. You finally get to voice them again.
Aw, you're making me blush.
Oh my god.
I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
Oh no.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs. With you running the academy, I was able to
Is it just
fully
gonna
enjoy
keep cycling
my
between them?
Yes. Wait, he licked his doppelganger too.
Even to himself.
Yeah. Wait, there it is.
Oh my god.
With,
Yeah.
with you running the...
Oh, you wanted to read it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Father's intense love is getting me all soaked.
Wait a minute.
wait, listen closely. It's
Wait
doing...
a fucking minute.
Listen closely, it's doing a little, like, sound effect, too.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing.
Oh, we have content for
Hold
the
up!
context part too, apparently.
Excuse me?
I'm screenshotting this one, hang on.
Yep,
Excuse
this
me,
is basically
what?
just...
Excuse me, what?
Oh dear.
Why? Just why?
I'm really glad I didn't have to read that line.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
To tell you the truth,
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whenever you get permission or not.
Huh? Wait, so then... Who's this Baldy then?
yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer. I got to cover for me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
What? Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed.
Huh.
Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates?
I'll answer that.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
Huh?
First come, first serve.
Hey,
So only the
The
first
blackened who
one?
killed
Yeah.
the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
in other words,
In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer would be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
Wow, so he's basically saying Tenko was a waste. Ouch.
Yeah, pretty.
now then.
Oh man. Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
Go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too.
Father!
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy!
Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp.
I'm satisfied with this.
There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. Huh?
Did
I already read that. Did it repeat?
it's not even being praised spending time. Oh.
Oh.
Greetings and welcome.
Okay.
I heard a follow.
There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs.
I'm gonna wait for it to pop up on the... never mind, it's gonna take too long. Oh, wait, well, it's gone now. Kira Rocky... Wait. What the heck? I can't read your name, but thank you for the follow.
For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go.
Yeah, not as long as he lives.
2 of them already die.
Yeah. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
Nope. Nope.
Excuse me, what?
I'm sorry, that's too much for me.
So long. Farewell.
You know, this game, this game sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh no, Monodam is no longer in charge.
So, to make sense of all that...
Listen closely.
If both murders have different culprits, then our vote would determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Ah ha ha! Finally, things are heating up! I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit!
You fucking psycho!
Shuichi!
Shuichi, this is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know...
So, this is where you need to step up.
Listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright!
Alright then. Let's check the Monokuma file first.
The victim is Tenko Chibashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Stab wound on her neck. Same as Angie's cause of death. Doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse.
Huh?
Oh no.
Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again.
Curse?
Oh!
Hey!
Aww.
Is this part 1 of why so many people ship these two?
At this point, we're like at part 15.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, let's not get into the shipping stuff. That's where the scary stuff happens, I've heard.
What? Curse?
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole no one really wants to go
Yeah.
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Ooh. A dull sound reverberated through the room. Ooh.
Are you okay?
Kaido, are you okay?
My bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason.
Is he bleeding?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll.
I'm guessing she punched him, like, really hard in the mouth. That's what it implies. I thought she kicked him down there, not gonna lie.
No, I thought that too, actually.
Kaido left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko? Had to think, earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Oh, poor Himiko. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective.
Well...
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate, even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Go to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary.
Ah!
It's me.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Huh?
What? Why?
Listen up!
Show up. Oh.
Show him, Kibo. Show me your new power.
New power. Oh?
His eyes lit up! I, Mew Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Wow, that's a really dramatic way to put it, Blackie.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
I understood that reference.
Is it? Hang on.
The song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, what a lame function. Should have made him like a transformer or something.
I can't believe that we're actually able to say that.
No, I think
Okay.
the best part is I'm pretty sure there's actually official art that depicts that. It was in like a manga or something. Hang on. I need to find this. I'm actually searching for this.
Transformer Kibo.
I think she called it like Kibo Kurt. Oh, but I typed in Kibo Kart and the first thing that comes up is products, Team Kibo.
What?
I'm guessing it's a company. Dang it, I can't. It was called like Anthology or something? Anthology. Kibo. Yes, I found it! Hang on. I'll send it in the chat.
Alright, let's see it.
Hang on, let me get
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What? Am I missing something?
Yes, I think I am.
Bazakar!
Oh god damn it, this is...
Hang on, I'm trying to download it so I can get it on stream.
Berserker.
You'd be surprised, Billy, this isn't the first time we've seen a character from a popular series turn into a car.
Oh my god.
The funniest part about Berserker is the fact that Ilya just brushes it off like, yeah, of course he can do this. He's always been able to do this.
That is canon, and nobody can tell me otherwise.
I should make a different one because that's the one of Tenkobra. Image.
Oh god.
Tenkobra will now be memoriam. In memory of Tenkobra.
In memory of Tenkobra. Downloads.
I'm sorry, I just can't believe... Dude, it has the same eyes as Berserker.
There's probably like a reference to it.
If it is, then man, that's a pretty obscure reference.
Hold on, give me a minute. Let me see if I can actually find it.
A transforming, self-propelled Kibo. I call it Kibo Kart.
Yo, I'd watch Kibo Kart. Oh, I mean, I'd play Kibo Kart. Y'all ready to play Kibo Kart Deluxe?
Kibo Kart Deluxe. Honestly, I'm surprised there isn't a Danganronpa kart racer already. Anyway. Alright, let's go. But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Hang on.
I found the picture.
Hmm.
Alright.
Who's that character on the top?
That's Ilya.
Oh. Wait, what is this from again?
This is from Carnival Phantasm, which is a spin-off of Fate Stay Night.
Oh yeah, the series with like 6,000 different things or something.
Yes.
It's like
correct.
Yeah, I've heard it's like super hard to get into or something.
I mean, I think I got on to it pretty easily.
Wait, what?
This is what I was talking about.
About Fate. It's not that difficult to get into. Just watch Unlimited Blade Works, and you're good.
Yeah. Honestly, I would say watch Fate Zero and then Unlimited Blade Works, but...
Oh, it's Kira. Hey. Alright, anyways.
I mean, you could watch either one first. It really doesn't matter too much.
That is true.
But, yeah, for Fate, honestly, just Unlimited Blade Works or Zero is probably the best starting points.
No,
this has been our Fate corner.
Yeah. What's the like Fate Grand Order? That's the one I hear a lot about.
That is the mobile game, yes.
Mobile game.
Which does have an anime movie adaptation.
Okay, so basically there was the first movie, which is I guess a promotion for the actual game, and then they did an actual anime for like a part of the game story, and now they're doing another movie, which is for like the last part of the, how do I put this, like the ending of the first part of the story, or as I like to call it,
it's kinda
Endgame Fate Edition.
It's kinda Fate is kinda split into like different things. There's no real cohesiveness into watching it.
Yeah, that's why I hear. That's why I hear so much about how it's like hard to follow or something.
It's more like branching off.
Yeah. Alright, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the Fate corner. Back to Danganronpa.
the Fate corner. I think first thing we need to check on Himiko.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko.
Wait.
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
What?
Oh, he's shaking her.
But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
Like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. Dang.
Man, Himiko looks like she's lost the will to live.
Yeah. First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends?
Oh, poor Gonta.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I shall become the guiding light that shines on you all.
You really turned Kibo into a overglorified flashlight.
Yeah. Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course. I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail?
Of course, that's what he's worried about.
Yeah. It's not murder. I mean, he's not concerned that one of his classmates was murdered. He's concerned that his seance failed.
I mean, to be fair, he really hasn't been that caring over his classmates.
Alright, good point.
It's fair.
I don't know why this reminded me of it, but for some reason I just remembered how during Rentaro's murder, how it was like he was just eating pasta in the cafeteria during that time or something. Now no why. Yeah. Wasn't it called like pasta that tastes like grandma eating this dead son's cake or something like that? It was something weird.
I don't know what it called it, but yeah, I remember it was really weird.
Yeah, something along those lines. I don't know why I just got reminded of that, but it came into my head. He performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if you perform the cage child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Did both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened. Oh, to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever. Just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god up top the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but... now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song.
Really? Really? Really?
It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. Well, I thought we weren't supposed to move!
Yeah, look, man! Look, man! Look. Look, man.
That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Then... Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and moved when she lifted it. He looks oddly happy.
Yeah. Almost as if everything were going according to cake.
to cake.
Kaku.
I also understood that reference.
I know you do, and I did it on purpose as a joke.
Keikaku means plan. Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Did someone move from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since this chaos, since this seance is clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. I feel like if it's Kyo, he probably like installed some sort of thing inside the cage, and like came down and stabbed her during it. Something. Tenko's dead body.
Oh.
She took her last breath, crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she clearly couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
the real question is...
It really is super convenient that he just has an expert on hand about, actually, Shuichi, she wouldn't have actually said anything because she'd be too,
she'd be too busy dying.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
I just think it's super convenient.
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this...
Looks to be about around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron case. Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Hamiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey.
Look at this.
Is this...
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine
it's
so.
The dog statue.
Splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. Oh, or maybe there was like a... Now that I think about it, maybe there was like a trap or something? Wait, no, it was in the back of the neck. Never mind. I was thinking that maybe there was like a... What's it called? Like a spike, maybe... Like a remote-controlled spike under the floor or something, and like came up and stabbed her. Like,
cause yeah, I thought that would happen too, but it's from above.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the dog statue, and that's why it's so damn heavy.
True. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then...
She was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. That would explain the bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but at the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please rest your forehead upon the stone marker I've placed here. Just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly. It's merely needed as a marker for her head to rest upon. Like this. Tenko had her forehead on the rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Okay, no bloodstain. Anything else to look at? Crooked floorboard. Ah, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly...
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance? Wait. Did I... Oh, okay. Floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. And someone must have loosened it on purpose. Oh, I got tabbed out. Oops. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. seance whose statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue was pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly...
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you... Oh my god!
God damn, Monkey! God damn, you really are an assassin!
I know you're an assassin, but you didn't need to murder him like that.
God damn!
That wasn't quick and swift, that was just absolute carnage.
Truly is the ultimate assassin.
God!
Just watching your bro with I don't have a mother.
What do you...
Oh, he doesn't know that, he might.
Maybe. What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway.
Is this...
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. It didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Gee, that was out of nowhere. It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. Similar to a window curtain, but it's completely... Maki, please speak English. And on the back. Look, there's a bloodstain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But
no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through the cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Okay, I mean, I think we all kind of agree it's probably Kyo, but I think the big mystery is how did he do this?
That is an excellent question.
Yeah. Because like at first we were thinking of like something installed in the cage or in the statue. Then we were thinking, oh, maybe like a spike came up from below, but she got stabbed from above, so that can't be the case. So what?
There's no hole in the sheet either.
Yeah. It's like, unless it was something on the side of the cage, or maybe Kyo somehow got in there. But I mean, I feel like, well, no, because of the singing, maybe it was. They couldn't have heard him moving if he did.
Maybe.
Anyways, I said things that made Tenko look suspicious. And now this. Sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
What?
Jeez. I lost the voice I did for Maki, but I had to read it in that tone.
Because
crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit, for Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. I think we just haven't talked to these two. Oh my god.
Why?
This investigation is over and shut. And it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function.
Finished early. Never mind.
Now then, Kung Fu's killer is obviously one of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place. Also, she called Tenko a cunt. That's pretty fucked up.
I mean, she has rude nicknames for everyone.
Huh?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's kind of, she's dead.
Yeah.
She's weird, she's dead. Huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be...
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance? I feel like we were supposed to talk to her before we looked at everything else.
Maybe
Fucking
it was
moron!
a ghost. Oh, shoot. There's no other possibility. Shit for brains. God, you don't even know that, you virgin.
It's true that Tenko was alive before the seance began.
You don't say.
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you must speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. This is the third time I've read this line. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. When the candles were relit, she had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. And Kokichi, we haven't talked to. I think that's the last person we haven't talked to. Oh, never mind. Kibo cart.
Kibo cart,
Well...
Do these floorboards seem a bit unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. Floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. It's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable.
Well...
The boards are fairly thick and sturdy. Can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
Is this...
But if someone wanted to remove the floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
Okay.
Yes, I suppose. Something I still have to investigate here.
Oh, the magic circle?
Oh yeah! We looked at this earlier. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Make sure he wasn't trying to do some sort of a human transmutation. Yeah. You know, you never know.
Impossible. Someone would have lost an arm. Or a leg. Or their entire body.
I'm just saying, I think they were missing a redstone, that's all I'm saying. This is a Fullmetal Alchemist reference?
There's a way to bypass it, but I don't want to spoil it.
It's been completely stopped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well...
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous?
I have performed many successful seances. Why, I have even had spirits enter my butt.
Oh, right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But...
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
Find out in Kyo's lab. Should be written in the Caged Dog Village document.
Hey.
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Something still have to look at. Maybe now that Tenko has a different expression? No. Try talking to Miko again? No. No, that was Miu. I guess look closer to Tenko. There's no blood stain. Further to the floorboard. What have we missed? Candle? Oh. Candles hung on the walls. They're the only source of light in the room. There are no windows in this room, so without the candles, it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? No.
Well, if there's no Windows, then they used either Mac OS or Linux.
Big good.
Yeah, this is the same thing.
The killer runs a virtual machine, I see.
Oh, hole in the corner!
Oh, I did not even notice.
Wait, hey guys, what's Billy's Twitch?
D0ng. You can just click on my profile.
I'm gonna click on your profile.
Yeah. Although, just so you know, I had put a can't chat for 10 minutes thing, because we had someone come in just to drop spoilers once.
Oh my god, fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your how do I see your profile?
Are you on desktop or mobile?
Oh wait, there you go, Billy.
Yeah.
1011. Oh, okay, there you go.
Anyways, there's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this...
Greetings and welcome.
I wonder who that could be. Thank you for the follow. A hole. Looks like there's space under here, too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there.
Huh?
What? Something dropped down there. Is this a Kaede situation? Where, like, they dropped something and it, rolled or something? Was something dropped from here?
Hey.
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
You're right.
Right, let's do it.
By the way...
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle.
Use Kibo's head.
Yeah. Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
Okay.
Now go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Going underground. Okay, pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then, we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Oh boy. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. We can move pretty easily on all floors.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well...
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, something popped up like... Oh, cut crosspiece. Ah, look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. And from what I can see of it...
That's true.
It wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then...
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Other bloodstains? No. There's a bloodstain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey.
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of the floorboard.
What do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood spatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder. Can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
These bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Anything else, or... Oh my god, all the way over there. Oh, that's probably the weapon. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
Did?
Well...
Sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing... hang on. Any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes, too.
Well...
Where the fuck can you hide a sickle?
Good point. Hang on.
Well, wait, I'm gonna skedaddle. I just want to say hi.
Yeah.
I think I'm entertained.
Yeah.
It's weirdly entertaining and draws your attention.
Yeah.
All right. Bye. Goodbye, Billy.
Well.
Bye, Edwin. Say hi to Kim. Say hi to Edwin. I don't think he's
Bye
here.
bye.
Oh wait. Haha. Just kidding. Later.
She was attacked with this. She wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
I don't know what happened when I tried to read inches. And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
But
even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture. But I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question.
Hey.
Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Anything else? Nope.
Oh.
Hole! Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part has rotted away. Looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally, but I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? And the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That'd make it impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
And they could have used a light, like we're doing right now.
Well.
True. They used the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Yeah, we're doing it right now. I think we finished investigating here. Do you not see the candle?
Is that alright?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I'm starting to get fed up with all this dust. Okay. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. I was expecting, court time.
By the way.
I've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Because.
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the black ink we need to vote for is...
You're right.
The culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
Then...
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But...
This is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. I swear to God, if this is a triple kill!
Are you serious?
Ah! Oh, come on!
Oh.
I was trying to hold in my laughter.
Oh my god.
I hate you, Cookies!
I was trying to hold in my laughter.
Oh my god.
You've been Kokichi'd.
Oh god. Honestly, if it was a triple kill, that would have been impressive.
Yeah. Like. I don't even.
Yep.
The funny thing is, you remember when I said that I got spoiled on some of the deaths when I was going through the doing the thing for the cutscenes?
Yeah.
One of the things I saw was the thumbnail of that.
Oh my god.
So I genuinely thought he was gonna die sometime. Oh my god. I can't even be mad, that got me. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh?
Oh, sorry. Just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood. Did he hurt himself just for a joke?
Why?
That doesn't sound like him.
Okay, so what are you doing? Got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
Stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no cross piece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The cross piece was gone. Does that mean... Here we go.
Huh?
Huh?
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the Killing Game is all about! Killing Game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes! Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game! The Killing Game just can't be beat!
Enjoyable.
I don't know, man. People really like Fate Grand Order.
So you have no
Behold, students! The entrance to the trial grounds!
Oh god.
Sure.
The worst part is, dude, I actually do kind of play it, and I've seen people get like maxed out like SSRs and shit. It's like,
yeah, Danganronpa was great,
like,
but have you
like,
seen those new
Oh,
go on. Never mind. Go on.
Like, you have to be a super whale to get to that like point.
Ugh.
And that's what I am.
Anyways, I was gonna say
It's...
I was gonna say
sorry, Billy, go on.
All right. I was gonna say yeah, Danganronpa was great, but have you seen those new Fire Emblem Heroes thing with the with Mercedes?
Oh right, swimsuits.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, they uploaded a new video for a new swimsuit banner.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Hold on, give me a second. Just give the pause.
Give me 2 minutes.
Keep the pause. I think this might have to become a headphone warning stream, depending on how much I like it.
Hang on, I'm.
Hold on.
I think I saved it for a different person.
So, who's your favorite Fate waifu? Because they also may or may not already have a swimsuit version.
Let's see. Hold on. It's Marianne, by the way.
And then there's me knowing nothing about Fate.
Wait, Edwin, do you mean the pirate duo?
Huh?
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Pirate duo. I said Marianne.
Are you talking about Fate or Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem.
Wait, are we talking about Fire Emblem or are we talking about Fate?
I don't know.
He was asking about Fate.
Oh. No, I'm looking up for Fire Emblem. Hold on.
Where's Mercedes?
Never mind.
Yo! Is that a Hilda and Mariette's double? What?
Oh no. Calm down.
Whoa! Mercedes? Yo! The Marianne patter's back?
Stop before I bunk you and send you to Hordy jail.
I'm already logging into the game.
Continue, don't mind me. Continue, don't mind me. Continue.
In a few seconds, we're gonna hear from his mic. Fire Emblem Heroes.
That's a good Mercedes look. That's a good. And she's a mounted unit.
Anyways,
I've played that game in years. Holy shit.
I guess time's up. Aw, man, it's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something. Huh? What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately...
Man...
couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Gio perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. Alright, there we go.
Looks like he's about to pass out.
At the class trial. So, see you there.
Plop.
Kokichi dies of his own, thing. He dies from a joke.
Yeah. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi! I like how that's a truth bullet.
Oh my god.
Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die?
Kind of.
Oh. Oh. What?
No. I just saw a thing. Alright.
I think this is
So you finally calmed down from all those swimsuit PNGs?
I may have downloaded.
Look, whatever you do after the stream is none of my concern.
I might just grind.
This is not where I want it to be.
Because, goddammit, I didn't get Marianne from the first time, and I see that they're doing a redo, so that's where all my orbs are gonna go.
Alright, so... So I remember we talked about, doing, like, half a trial. Do we want to do that, or do we want to just end here?
We should probably end here, because it's already almost 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just for next time. Yeah.
Then just do the whole thing next time.
Besides, we did a lot today, considering, you know...
Oh, yeah.
2 people are dead.
Yeah. Wait, I say it right? You can never be too sure.
Are you sure you saved?
There's 3 of us here, and there's 3 of us here, and I'm pretty sure we all forgot to save.
Yeah. I'll just close it. Alright, where's the end stream thing? There we go. Alright, is it even in here? Oh well. Forget it. I'm just gonna end. Thanks for joining and enjoy the rest of your day.